The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to do a print statement. Let's see. So I still have some people entering the waiting room, so let them. A print statement, which a lot of you have probably seen before, begins like this. You type print and then followed by parentheses. Whatever we put inside those parentheses, the program is going to attempt to print on the right side of your screen in that dark space. That's our console on the right. The problem is if you just kind of go like this and run that, once it kind of does a little first time install, it's going to do that. This is going to crash. And so you don't have to do that. I just want to kind of show you what we're working with. Sorry about the lag. It takes a minute the first time it runs because it has to install the various things it needs to get going. But ta-da, I get red text because it's angry. When you print something, what you print has to, if you just want to print out some words and have it say it in the chat, it has to have quotes. It can be single or double quotes in Python. We'll do something like this. We can make it say, typing it correct. And this is just something that when you code is usually one of the first things you code, which is a hello world. You're basically like waking your computer up and making your program like say hello to the world that it is in. So the print statement with parentheses and quotes will print out anything that we have in the quotation marks right there. So in this case, print hello world. Ooh, there we go. We got helpful people in the chat. We got multiple links. Awesome. We got print hello world. It will print it over here. I could say hello squirrel. And if I run that, it'll say hello squirrel. Control enter runs too. Nice shortcuts. So you can say hello to whatever you want. You can just say, you could say just hello. You can make it to hello, and then I'll just say hello. So that's a print statement. You say print, parentheses, quotes. Then whatever's in those quotes is seen as text. That is just plain text. It's not any type of like code or anything like that. We just want it straight to the screen. Cool. All right. So that's just a print statement. Again, all this stuff is not going to be terribly important for what's going to be happening a little bit later. But I just want to make sure everybody's able to understand what's going on with this code before we move on to the actual stuff there. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an input line. What I'm going to do is create a variable. Variable creation is very easy. You type in what you want to do here. You get age equals. When you make a variable, you're asking it to create a small storage box with a name on it. In this case, the name is age. When you set an equals sign, then what will happen is it's going to take whatever's on the right side of the equals sign, and it's going to put it into your variable called age. So I could just put like a number there. I could just say make age equal to 45, and that works. That's fine. If I run that, it's not going to crash. It'll just print hello again and then be done. Although it's taking its time printing hello again. Go figure. But that's all it does. It stores the number 45 into age, and the whole thing is done. What I would like to do is I would like to do a bit more than that. I want to use input. So input allows you to type something in. When this code runs, the console will wait for you to enter some input, and it'll store it into age. So I'm going to have it ask. Now notice input works very much like a print at the same time. So in this case, input prints what's in the parentheses, just like a print statement. But at the same time, it's going to wait until you enter your response and put it into age when it's done. So when I run this code, it says, hello, how old are you? And you should notice this time that there's a little white box directly following the input. And right here, I can type something in. That's not an age though. So I'm going to put my age in there, and I'm going to hit enter. And nothing happens because that was the last line of code. That's all we did. But that's the idea of an input. It lets you do a print along with receiving the response towards that print. So now you can receive the response of the user. All right, what I would like to do is I would like to print what I got from that input. I want to respond to the user with something that they told me. So I'm going to say, we're going to make the computer like, I don't want to say the computer's lying, but it's probably lying. They say, so I'm going to explain this in a minute. So this print statement, I've done something a little bit different. It's still set up pretty much the same. We have print parentheses quotes initially. And up till here, it's all the same. It's print, hey, I'm also. But then I didn't want to just keep doing words. I wanted to actually print what the user told me. I wanted them to tell me something, and I wanted to respond to show that I remembered it for them. So we put a comma that says, I want to print first this thing, just this text. But the comma says, following that, I want to print whatever I have stored in my age box. So this age box we created is equal to whatever we put in it from input. We'll then print out whatever I typed in before. After that, I put another comma and say, following that, I want to do a little bit more text. So we're essentially printing a list of 3 things. We're printing a group of text, followed by the age we stored a moment ago, followed by another group of text. So again, it's quotes around anything you want to print exactly. So I don't want it to say age. I don't want it to say, hey, I'm also age years old. That sounds like a robot trying to pretend to be a human. We want to say, hey, I'm also 27 years old. We want it to respond to you with what you said. So we don't put quotes on this because we don't want it to say age. We want it to print whatever's inside of age. And so age isn't text. Age, it's storing text, but age is a piece of code that's remembering some 2 emissions. Here's the all emissions. So you can see kind of the variation. USA looks very, very high here, and you compare it to other countries and you can actually see the difference between the countries. And it's like, it's still probably high. But other countries might have a different problem with the emissions as well. All right. If there's no other questions, like I said, the links are in the chat for the final project. Feel free to open it. You can just run it, see what it looks like, look at the code. You can fork it so it stays on your, the other thing is if you fork it, it'll save it onto your account so you can come back to it if you'd like to.